Angeles Crusaders and the New York Jets. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up at an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. A bunch of Jets there, a whole gang of them flying to the football to make the stop. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary, very key here in this one.
You're going to have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Jets take possession. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast.
And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll drop to throw. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Their big-bodied receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some space here. A very solid gain of 27.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime.
it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Because he had enough confidence in himself. And that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this completes to Henry over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass 2, both in the arsenal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They go play action here on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Give them 11 on the gain there, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Out of the gun now on third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They come out here in the eye. Give him 2 yards on that play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on fourth down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Okay, got them halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because you definitely don't want to see your quarterback get clobbered. But you wonder if we might see the same play again.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. It's a quarterback sneak. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal.
I'm only chuckling because I remember.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Final minute now in the third quarter. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So apparently the bank is open, and fortunate for them as it gives them a 4th quarter lead.
And you talk about being fortunate. Fortune was definitely on their side there. I think 9 times out of 10, this ball hits the bar and comes right down. But he manages to put a little English on it, and he gets it to go.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes...